yeah, bet you never thought you'd see me again now, did ya? Well, it turns out that LucentAzure is just a little bit bored with all the way in which he does these kinds of audio recordings. That in which this particular guild war goes very, very, very random. Lots and lots of random factors go into this thing, so he just figured he'd ask me, the Intercontinental State Champion of the World, Macho Man Randy Savage. I just came back from the grave. I'm gonna go in and talk about this niche anime game, just because I got nothing else to do. So, first and foremost, we're going into a Ran Senya, and then also an Abyssal Yufine. Now, we could have thrown in ML Luna into this, but you know what? We'll save that for right there at the very tail end. Because right here, we're going into the Ran, we're straight up using anti-cleave to go into the cleave, and Shazams, the Ran done ran off. He's just gone. He ain't even remotely here. Straight up evaporated into the ether. But now, all we got to do now is just go into the Senya and then also the Abyssal Yufine. But we straight up don't even care about what we're fighting right now, because we're going to be hit with counterattacks, all kinds of other attacks going into us. We got protection from the Dragon Bride Senya, who, because the Elvira is going to be taking a lot of damage, and she's straight up going to be going down to really, really low health. Ooh, yeah, really low health, but she straight up got that immortality. She's got that immortality, she straight up just don't even care. Doesn't even care one little bit, and Abyssal Yufine wasn't able to just pop off and straight up delete your run. But straight up, the one thing in particular that does really seem kind of odd about this team right here is that the Senya seems to be built on about, say 6,000, maybe even 7,000 attack. She's going in really hard into the Roana, but she's got a lot of thickness going into her, boy. Ooh, she got herself one heck of a workout routine. Because of that workout routine, she's straight up tanking that like an absolute champ. And now instead of snapping into a Slim Jim, we straight up just need this one more turn to go in with our beautiful Dragon Bride Senya. And then we're straight up gonna snap into her spine. So we'll just straight up go in right here. Oh yeah, we're just watching the animation, watching this beautiful animation that Elvira does absolutely no damage, because she straight up doesn't want to make an F-res scaling hero. But straight up, we're right here. We're just gonna go in with that S3. Whoosh! Just smash, splash, splish, splash, take a bath, Senya. And now we're going into right here on the next team right here. This is gonna be New Moon Luna and Immortal Wukong along with Rule of Light. Why Rule of Light? Why not? We're straight up gonna bring Rule of Light whenever we could easily bring something else that could easily fight this team, like say martial artist Ken. But straight up, we're not gonna use Ken right now. We're gonna use Ken some other time. We're just gonna let him sit on the bench so he can go ahead and continue to lift his weights, so he can just straight up show off to regular Ken just how strong he is. So right here, I have the option. I can either go into the Navy Captain Landy, attempt to maybe stun because I'm more than likely not going to kill, or I can just straight up delete the Jenua right then and there. Hey, turns out it might have been a really, really good idea. The reason why it was a good idea was because he straight up was an ER Jenua. That ER Jenua really could have just come back and just really bit you on the behind. And if he bit you on that behind, you wouldn't be able to sit for a week. Thankfully for us, we straight up dealt with that. Now the only things we got to deal with now is the straight up monster RNG. This monster RNG that's going into us that could be coming in at any moment from the Navy Captain Landy. Look at that, Ray. Look at that fighting spirit. She's so high up on that fighting spirit, but you know what? I believe in the New Moon Luna. The New Moon Luna is going to just go in. She's going to do all kinds of wonderful shenanigans-based horrible things to this Navy Captain Landy. All she got to do, she just got to believe in herself. You just got to have a little bit of confidence in yourself there, New Moon Luna. Going ahead and land that S2, go in, death break it, do extra damage. Ooh, just one more little hit. That's all we really need. But right now, we don't want to be triggering any counterattacks. So no counterattacks to be going into her. So we're just straight up going to use the non-attack skill, which straight up, right there, showing up just whenever we didn't want to see it at all. Just grandstanding and hot dogging that 15%. There was no, right there. I hate it. Oh, I hate your guts, 15%. So because of that 15%, straight up right there, we have to deal with Enrage. Then we also have to deal with Stealth because the Sea Phantom Politis is a so wonderfully broken unit. But hey, we straight up don't care. We're just going to use the Soul Burn on the S1 right there with the Immortal Wukong. Bam! We just evaporate him into dust. Ooh, yeah. And now we're going into one more team right here. It looks like a team that's just straight up an iron brick wall. Iron brick wall of all kinds of wonderful, interesting shenanigans of HP and defense. But right now, what we're gonna do, we're straight up gonna utilize Sea Phantom Politis, who also got 15%ed by, once again, grandstanding and hot dogging. We didn't even get rid of that escort that was on the Unbound Arrow. You know what? We don't care. We're just going to straight up use the S1, S2, go into the Abyssal Yufine. Straight up didn't even care. We don't even care if we got hit by that counterattack. Straight up, probably would have gotten us the loss, but you know what? I believe in myself. I'm the Intercontinental State Champion, man. We're never going to lose to any kind of stupid RNG like this. We're so much better than that. In fact, I'm just better than you in every conceivable way. Because right now we got rid of the Abyssal Yufine, all we gotta do is just get rid of the Unbound Arrow, because all she's doing is just protecting. She's just protecting your weak little team. As soon as she goes in right here, Jenua's just gonna be popping off with some damage after damage after damage. Oh no, she just went down. Now all we gotta do is just get rid of the Alencia. Bam! We just clear right through. And now, once again, you know how we were talking about in Martial Artist Ken? Well, it turns out his arms are really, really sore now from lifting those weights in the lobby room. So now, instead, we're going to straight up have Moon Bunny Dominiel here, because straight up Conqueror Lilias is a horrible character. Horrible character. We don't really need to be dealing with that horrible character. She's an incredibly horrible nuisance. So we'll also bring Midnight Gala Lilias as well. She straight up does big honking damage to the shoe, because she's a big old HP scaling unit. We straight up almost die right here because of wonderful RNG, our bestest of friends. However, it doesn't kill us. It doesn't kill us at all, and even if it did kill us, we still would have been fine. You know why? Bump, bump, and then kick. Oh yeah! Look at that damage. Straight up, whenever Martial Artist Ken gets his next turn, even if Mima and Midnight Gala Lilias was dead right there, straight up, this would have killed the 2 DPS, then all that would be left on that team was just a Conqueror Lilias. Conqueror Lilias, who just so happens to have a little bit of crit on her, a little crit going into the Martial Artist Ken. He's just going to give you a little soft shoe, a little bit of tippity tap, just tippity tappy with his little feet, and you just straight up done. You just straight up not going to live. Oh man, who's going to be beating this Intercontinental State Champion anytime soon? And now we're just going down for one last wonderful romp right here. So Unbound, not Arowell, then Martial Artist Ken, along with a Celine. So you know what? I go ahead and I look at this team right here, and I straight up just don't even care. You know why I don't even care? Because we got this wonderful little thing called additional damage. That be 3F on the Albedo, who just so happens to crit about every single hit whenever she only has about 40% crit. But hey, we don't care. You know why we don't care? We got Shadow Knight Pyllis with us, because any and all of these random counterattacks or additional attacks that be going into us, they're straight up just not even going to matter. They're not going to matter at all. Ooh, yeah. Not going to matter in the least little bit. The biggest reason why they're just not going to matter is just she straight up nerfs a lot of that damage going into us. And we also have Albedo here with us with this counterattack hits. Oh, that was like a little tickle. There's like a little tickle there, Martial Artist Ken. You straight up didn't even mess my shorts up. Not even close. Everything's just all good. Everything's great in the world of the Macho Man. So now, straight up. And now, straight up, all we're going to have to do is we're just going to have to go in and just get rid of the Unbound Night Airwell, because straight up, we're probably not even going to really have the opportunity to be going into anything else, because we're probably going to get provoked at some point. We're probably going to be dealing with any and all of the shenanigans from the Martial Artist Ken, but straight up, we just don't care. 3F, that's that damage on top of damage on top of damage. Ooh, that's almost 4,000 damage. That's a non-crit hit going into a big old super wall. And then here comes another big hit going into everybody yet again. Oh, look at that damage. That's like almost 6k damage just going right into you. You just straight up don't even care. It's just nothing. It's nothing. This is a wall team on the right, and it looks like the wall team on the left is just straight up going ahead and destroying it. We even have Magic Scholar Doris here with us to spite the team, because the team's just got Celine over there on the right. Oh, I just don't even care about you. I just don't even care. Don't even care about you. I'll just go in and use that S3 whenever I see fit. I'll just use a non-attack skill whenever the heck I want. I'll just use it whenever I want. And I just straight up don't even care about you. Oh, I'll even hit you through your stealth. I'll hit you through your evasion. Ooh. That beautiful RNG just on my side today, boys. It's just so good. Yeah, you can't stop the Intercontinental State Champion. It's just so good. Woo! Yeah, ooh, yeah! And now on to this last team right here. Let's say we've only been here for about 11 minutes. We're going to be here for only 11 and a half minutes. You got me for 11 and a half minutes, baby, boys and girls. And what we're going to do is we're going to have Moon Bunny Dominiel with us, who's straight up going to be counteracting all the effects from the DDR. And also, we straight up not going to be hit with any DAC down from the Abyssal Yufine. We'll use the S3, delete the Laia, and now all that's left is Abyssal Yufine and the DDR. And once again, it looks like the sisters are gonna be fighting each other. So this is something I normally wouldn't do because, quite frankly, it's a lot of RNG. Because instead of, say, New Moon Luna, I could have very easily just threw, I don't know, Elvira onto this team. Just Elvira, just straight up make the Abyssal Yufine just straight up not even function, and because of that, the only damage that she's going to be really doing are just counterattacks, and with those counterattacks, it's not going to matter because the defense debuff or defense break that the Elvira would be doing is going to just be going off ham onto the Abyssal Yufine. And straight up, we're also landing in on the New Moon Luna. We've already killed her once. We just have to kill her one more time. So it's going to get really close, really dicey. And right here, if we just so happen to get enough counterattacks onto our side, we straight up lose, which is exactly why we go for the Soul Burn on the S1 on the Moon Bunny. But unfortunately, there it is yet again, 15%. Just grandstanding and hot dogging us, but you know what? It's not going to get us this time. No 15% here. Going to get that death break, going to get that kill, and ooh, yeah. Holy Christ. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Guild War. I hope you rather enjoyed it. I don't even know what the hell I was just doing. So, hey, it's just a matter of I got bored. There was a lot of oh-so-wonderful shenanigans that were all about into the Guild War, and it was a matter of, you know what? New Moon Luna is still the new hotness, and everybody really, really, really wants to be seeing this unit. So it's like, okay, you know what? I'll play ball. I'll go ahead and I'll throw the New Moon Luna at you. Of course, I didn't use her in every single fight, because it really kind of feels like if you try to force New Moon Luna into a lot of things, yeah, you're probably going to lose, especially if you're in my particular shoes where you don't have that illustrious 300 speed, because that's quite frankly the unit. It's another one of those Lua and Knockwall / units where, hey, lol, just go first, 300 speed, and then straight up the other person can't even play the game. Well, I don't quite have those kind of numbers on my speed gear. It just straight up don't exist. Well, hopefully that will be a thing that we will fix in sometime in the near future. Do I think it'll happen? No, because I quite frankly do not believe in my RNG in the least little bit. But in other news, not much of anything else really. I hope you guys have been doing your Moonlight Theater stuff, because hey, it's free Mystic Metals, and hey, hopefully you're a whale like me and you actually bought the New Moon Luna stuff, because I wasn't really aware, but man, that New Moon Luna pack sure gives an awful lot of of Mystic Metals. I sure wasn't aware of that, and because of that, well, I guess whenever the next ML character comes out, I'm going to be very, very ready, because I have more than enough Mystic Metals that I don't even know what to do with. Boy, howdy, it sure does feel good being a whale, doesn't it? My soul feels black and it feels very empty. But either way, boys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit like. If you want to see more of my content, hit subscribe. I need to go get a Halls.